Amanda here. Today we are going to be doing a resistance band strength workout. Now I'm going to be working with two different types of resistance bands. My first one has a pair of handles on each end, and to hold on to these for the exercises, if you're using handled bands at home, you can place 1 foot or 2 feet on the band and grip onto the handles before performing the exercise. However, if your band does not have any handles, like this one, you can hold on to the end of the band with a closed grip. So just holding on tightly and placing your thumbs on the side for support. So let's get started with a warm up here. We're going to start with a high knee crossover. So gently warming up, twisting through the core, breathing through this. Now for each exercise, you can either put 1 foot or 2 feet on top of the band to anchor it down. However, you can always change the resistance by taking 1 foot off or putting an extra foot on. Let's take this into a reach it up overhead. So for example, in your bicep curls, if you find there's not enough resistance with 1 foot, you can add a second foot to anchor it down and shorten the band. Reach across, breathe through this, stretch it out. Keep this going. 2 more, and then let's take this into hamstring curls. Here we go, curl it up, add the biceps. Squeezing the back of the thigh, breathing through it. Now my set of bands also allows me to put multiple bands on one set of handles with a set of clips. If you don't have that, that's okay. You can just work with one single band, whatever's the heaviest one that you have available to you. Let's take this into heel jacks. Heel comes out, raise the arms, lifting, squeezing the shoulder blades together, warming up through the back and the shoulder blades. You got it. Let's take this into alternating punches. Punch, forward. Shift your weight, leaning into it. Exhale, inhale, you got it. Keep pushing. 2 more here, and shake it out. Let's start with our first exercise. So I'm going to be using a handled band, but you can use either or, and I'm going to be placing 1 foot on top of my band, but once again, if you need to increase your resistance, you can place 2. So my foot that's underneath the band, doesn't matter which one it is, whichever one you feel more stable. From here, I'm going to squat down slightly, so my back is flat. Then I'm going to crisscross one hand over the other. So now I've crisscrossed the band and it's looped over my foot. From here, I'm going to pull, making a W with my elbows and back down. So let's get ready. Let's go for 12 here. Ready? Here we go. Exhale, pull, squeeze, pause, back down. Exhale, pull, squeeze, pause, back down. That's it. Exhale up. Inhale down. Breathe through this. Squeeze, lift the elbows, and pull through the mid-back and the shoulder blades. Back is flat, bum is back, chest is out. Breathe through this. Exhale. Inhale. That's it. Exhale. Lifting up nice and high. You're pulling. The elbows are coming slightly back, but they are making that W form. 2 more here. Exhale. Inhale. 1 more. Exhale. And lower it down. Let's take this next into a bicep curl. So uncross them. Once again, I'm going to use 1 foot on the band, but if you prefer to have 2, that's okay. We are going to do these quickly. So in our bicep curl position, my front leg is slightly bent, shoulder blades are rolled back, chest is lifted. And when we do this, we're going to do our reps quick. So let's go for 12 fast bicep curls. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, that's it. 4, squeeze the bicep. Prevent your shoulder blades from curving in toward your chest. Keep this up. The pace is quick. 2 more, and shake it out. Let's go into a staggered deadlift. So for this one, we're going to do 1 foot at a time. So I'm going to start over on my right foot, and I'm going to bring my bands together so that I'm gripping both hands, one hand over, one hand under, with the band. My back is flat and I'm starting in a staggered deadlift position with the other foot back. From here, as I pull, I'm going to straighten out and then return back down into that deadlift position. So weight on your heels, chest pushed out, bum back. Ready? Let's go for 8 here. 8, back down. Push the heel into the floor. 7, back down. That's it. 6, breathe through it. Press the heel into the floor. 5, you got this. 4, keep it up. 3, heel into the floor here. 2, gentle bend in both knees. And 1, back down. And then loosen up the band. Unhook it from that foot. Take it over to the other side. Hooking it under the opposite foot. Bring your bands together. The other foot is back. Start in the deadlift position so you're already getting that stretch in the hamstring. Ready? Here we go. 8, back down. Heel into the floor. 7, squeeze the glutes. 6, abs are in. You can do it. 5, push through here. 4, you got this. 3, almost there. 2, inhale down, exhale up. 1, and shake it out. So we're back to the top. Now, last time I did a single leg crisscross for the bent over rows. This time I'm going to do both feet on the band. It's up to you. If you didn't feel like it was hard enough, go ahead and place both feet on top of the band, but they're going to be a narrow stance here. So we're going to crisscross our handles, fold forward so the back is flat, and then let's take this into our W position. Ready? Here we go. Pull. Going for 10 here. Back down. Pull. Exhale on that pull. You got it. Pull. Squeeze. Back down. So now you can tell the difference between 1 foot or 2 feet on the band. So for the third set, you can do whichever one felt right for you. Keep squeezing through that mid back. Bum is back, chest is out. 3 more here. 3, pause at the top to squeeze. 2, one more. 1, and lower it down. Fast bicep curls. Now for this, I'm gonna stick with the single foot, but if you felt like it wasn't tough enough for you on that first set of bicep curls, go ahead with 2 feet. So stagger your feet, bend in both knees, roll your shoulder blades back, palms are up, elbows are in. Ready? Let's go for 12. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, keep the pace. 7, 8, 9, 3 more, 10, 11, 12. Woo, shake it out. Back to staggered deadlifts. So starting with the right foot, hook it underneath the arch, hold on with both hands, fold forward, chest out, back flat. Let's go for 8. 8. That's it. Keep squeezing. 7. Push your heel into the floor. 6. Breathe through this. 5. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the hamstring. 4. Keep it up. 3. Hinge from the hips. 2. Really working those hamstrings. And 1. Back down, loosen it up. Take it over to the other side. So hook it under your arch. Bring the bands together. Staggered stance. Push your bum back. Push your chest out. Ready? Let's go. 8. That's it. 7. Press the heels into the floor. 6. Breathe through it. Hinge from the hips. 5. Squeeze the glutes. 4. Inhale. Exhale. You got it. 2 more. 2. Hinge from the hips. 1. Lower it down. One last round. This time, crossover, bent over rows. We're on 8 reps. 1 foot or 2. It's totally up to you. I'm going to go with 2 feet here. Narrow stance. Cross them over. Fold forward. Back flat. Ready? Let's go. Exhale. 8. Pausing at the top. 7. Squeezing in that W position. 6. Exhale up. You can do it. 5. Push your chest out. Make sure you're not rounding. 4. Breathe through this. 3. You can do it. You can do it. 2. 1 more here. 1. We're sticking with 12 with those bicep curls. I want to make sure we really exhaust the bicep. So I'm going to go 1 foot. You can go 2 if you like. Staggered stance. Roll the shoulders back. Elbows are in. Ready? 12 fast bicep curls. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep breathing. You can do it. 2 more. And lower it down. One last round of deadlifts. 8 on each side. Starting on that right foot, place the band under the arch. Bring the bands together. Fold forward, staggered stance, chest out. Let's go. 8. You got it. Press the heels into the floor. 7. Squeeze the glute at the top of the movement. So when you straighten out, you should feel the glutes engage. That's it. 4. You can do it. 3. Lower back might be getting tired here. That's normal. 2. One more. 1. And lower it down. Loosen it up. Over to the other side. One last set for 8. And then we'll grab a water break. So place your foot on top. Hold on with both hands. Hinge from the hips. Staggered stance. Let's go. 8. You got it. 7. Stand up tall. 6. Slight bend in both knees. 5. Press the heels into the floor. 4. Squeeze the glutes. 3. You got this. 2. One more here, 1 more. 1. And shake it out. Grab a water break here. We're going to give our lower back a little bit of a break on the next round. So grab some water, catch a breather. Our next move, we're going to go into an overhead pull apart. So on this one, I'm going to be using my band that doesn't have handles. If it does, that's okay. So on our overhead pull apart, we're going to stand up nice and tall with our arms extended wide in an overhand grip, and the arms start back next to the ears. So we're going to stay in that upright position with a slight bend in the knees, and from here, we're going to pull apart down to the top of the chest and then back up. So not only are we pulling downward, we're also pulling outward at the same time. All right, let's get ready here. So feet are shoulder width apart, just a gentle bend in the knees. Arms are up and they start pulled back next to the ears to engage the shoulders. Ready? Let's pull apart and down. Touch the chest. Back up. We're going for 8 here. Pull apart and down in front of the face. Back up. So we're always pulling in front of our head. And the reason is when we do things like lat pull downs behind the head, it's not that it will injure you 1 time, even 2 times. It's that over time, movements behind the head with lots of resistance on them can impinge the shoulder joint. So movements that are behind the head that are mobility work are okay. 1 more here, but anything weighted or resisted, we want to stay in front of the face. All right, let's lower this down. We're going to go into a behind the back tricep extension. So once again, I'm going to use my handled band, but if you don't have handles, that's okay. Now with the handle, I actually like to shift it a little bit on this one. So just take your handle and actually slide it if you can, so that the grip is actually on top. Now I'm going to hold on to one side so that it's under one foot. My other foot is going to come back. I'm going to lift my elbow up, and from here I'm going to extend back. I have a little too much resistance on, so I'm actually going to loosen that by letting it come forward, pulling just gently backward behind my foot. All right, so let's lift up. Elbow is in. You can place your other hand on your hip or let it hang down. Ready? Let's extend back, squeeze, pause, squeeze, bring it back in. You got it. Go for 8. Exhale up, inhale down, 4. You can do this. 5, that's it. 6, keep it up. 7, 1 more here, and 8. Let's switch it out. So the other foot comes forward, stepping onto the band. I'm just gonna slide my handle a little bit, fold forward, other foot is back. Ready? Let's go, let's extend. 8, breathe through it. Let that elbow extend fully at the top of the movement, pausing to squeeze the triceps. Keep breathing. Exhale on the extension. 2 more here. 1 more. And lower it down. Now, once again, I'm going to use my handled band, but I'm going to be doing a side-to-side shuffle walk. So I'm going to give myself a little bit of space. I'm going to start over on the left side so that I can walk over to the right. So right now, a little bit of tension on the band. I'm holding on to either side. I'm going to start in a squatting position with tension pulling up gently on the band. And as I step, I'm going to give myself a little bit of lateral tension. So let's start over on the left. Both feet on the band, squatting down, pull your shoulder blades back, pull the band up. Ready? Let's walk 4 shuffles. Here we go. 4, pause, 3, pause, that's it. 2, pause, one more, 1, pause, walk it back. Here we go. 4, that's it. 3, press the heels into the floor. 2, one more here. 1, again, here we go. 4, pause, 3, pause. Keep your toes forward. One more. And back. Let's go. 4, 3, stay low. 2, and 1. And shake it out. So let's go back to the top here. We've got our overhead pull aparts. So nice wide hand position, starting with the arms back, gentle bend in the knees, and we're going to pull down and touch the chest. Ready? Let's go for 8. Here we go. Exhale. 8. Bring it back up. Exhale, pull. 7. Squeezing the shoulder blades. 6. Abs are in here. 5. Breathe through this. You can do it. 4. Keep it up, keep it up. 3. Exhaling as you pull down. 2. Squeeze those shoulder blades at the bottom of the movement. 1. And lower it down. Let's take this into our tricep extension. Now, last time I did a single arm tricep extension. If that feels right for you, you can start now and you can do both sides. However, if you'd like to do a 2-footed extension, this is going to make the tension a little heavier. So we're going to place both feet in a narrow foot position on top of the band, fold forward, and we're going to extend at the same time. Now, try that out. If that feels too heavy for you, just do 1 foot. That's okay too. All right, ready? Here we go. 8, pause and squeeze. 7, breathe through it. Don't let your elbows drop. 6, keep this up. 5, fully extending. 4, squeeze in the back of the upper arm. 3, chest is out, back is flat. 2, one more here. 1. All right, lower it down. We're going to go back to our side-to-side shuffles. So once again, I'm going to start over on the left side to give myself a bit of space to move to the right. So feet are shoulder width apart. A little bit of tension on my band, squatting down, just holding it in at my thighs. Ready? Let's go. Here we go. 4, bring it in and pause. 3, stay low. We're not coming out of that squatting position. I want to keep tension on the entire time. Walk it back. 4, that's it. 3, keep this up. 2, press your heels into the floor. 1, let's go again. Here we go. 4, that's it. 3, keep this going. 2, toes are pointing forward. 1, back again. 4, stay low, stay low. 3, engage the glutes by pushing your bum back. 2, that's it. 1 more here. 1, and shake out those legs. 1 last round. Pull aparts. So, overhead, nice wide arm position, slight bend in the knees, pull the shoulder blades back. Here we go, tension on, pull, touch down, back up. You should feel this at the bottom of the shoulder blades, pulling down and apart at the same time. Keep squeezing. That's it. Get the squeeze at the bottom of the movement. Nice and slow here. Exhale. 2 to go. You got this. 1 more here. You can do it. Tricep kickbacks. Now, if you prefer one side, doing 8 each, or doing double, either or. So, Don't worry, I'll give you some time. So we are going to do 1 foot, 2 foot, whatever you prefer. So if you're doing single side, you can go ahead and start now. If you're doing double side, lift up, push your chest out. Ready? Let's extend. Slow ones. Here we go. 8. Bring it in. If you're doing double or single side, then do a regular pace. Extend, squeeze, don't let your elbows drop. Breathe through this. That's it. Exhale. Really extending backwards. 2 more here. 1 more, 1 more. And shake it out. Now for our last move, once you're done your tricep kickbacks, we are going to be doing our side shuffles, but this time we're gonna go for a full minute. So get ready, place both feet on the band, little bit of resistance here, feet are shoulder width apart, squatting down, pull your shoulder blades back, and let's get ready. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, let's go. 4 to the right and 4 to the left, and we are going for a full minute. So we're not counting reps here. What I want you to focus on is your form. So stay low, pull your shoulder blades back. You should feel a little squeeze in the shoulder blades, chest is pushed out. Keep moving side to side and stay low here. Now check your toes. They should be straight forward, not flaring out to the side. Press your heels into the floor every single rep. Keep this going. You got it. 40 seconds down, 20 to go. And you should be starting to feel the outside of the glutes. It's gonna start to fatigue. That's okay. 10 more seconds, you can do it. Keep it going, keep it going. You're almost there. Breathe through this. 3, 2, and 1. Woo, shake out those glutes. Grab a water break here, catch a breather. And we'll take it to our next round. So our next round, we're gonna be doing a semi-lunging position. And this really matters, what really matters here is the resistance on your band, how far you have to go down into that lunge. I'll show you a couple options. So I'm going to be using my single band with no handles. So I'm going to be holding the sides of it. Now with this one, there's going to be quite a bit of resistance. So you can either go all the way to the floor in a kneeling position, and this is going to shorten the length of the band. So in this move, I'm coming up from my belly button, hands at belly button height, up to shoulder height. And if this is enough resistance for you, you can do this kneeling on the floor. But if your band is a little looser or a little lighter, you might need to do this from a standing position, semi-lunging here with both knees bent in a staggered stance, and lift up. Now you'll notice I can't quite get up as high here, so my band is a little too taut for that. So I'm going to do this kneeling. You can do standing or kneeling, whatever feels right for you. So it doesn't matter which foot is forward or which foot is hooked under. We're going to go into a kneeling or semi-lunging position. Start with your arms out in front. They should be aligned with belly button height. Lift your chest, set your shoulder blades back, and then let's lift up, pause at shoulder height, and back down. We're going for 12 here. Ready? Here we go. Exhale. Inhale. That's it. Exhale. Brace your core. Keep your belly button pulled in. Pause at shoulder height to get a little bit of a squeeze, and then lower back down. Exhale. Inhale. You got this. Halfway here. That's 6, 7. Keep it up. Keep it up. 8. Keep your hips pushed forward in either position. 9. That'll help to engage the core. 10. 2 more here. 11. 1 left. And 12. That's it. Shake it out. And we're going to take this up to a standing position, a rear delt fly. Now with this one, overhand grip, starting just about shoulder width apart, overhand at chest height, slight bend in the knees, shoulder blades are pulled back. We're going to pull in. Again, we're pulling apart and we're pulling toward the chest at the same time. Let's go for 8 here. Ready? Here we go. Exhale. Pause to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale. Breathing through this. Squeeze. And this one is such a great strengthening exercise for offsetting the muscle groups that tend to be rounded or fatigued from sitting at a desk all day. So this is a super important exercise for correcting posture. Breathing through this. 2 more here. Exhale. Inhale. 1 more. Exhale. And inhale. Lower it down. Let's take this into a reverse curl. So for this one, we are going to be using our biceps again. However, a reverse curl is going to use more forearm. So we're going to have our palms facing down. For this, I would recommend just 1 foot on the band, even if you did double feet on the band for your regular bicep curls. So we're going to have our palms facing down here, a staggered foot position, bending through the knees, roll your shoulder blades back. We're going to curl, pause, and lower down. We're going to do 8, and they're going to be fairly slow. Ready? Here we go. Exhale. Pause. Lower back down. Feel that forearm already? Here we go. Pause. Lower back down. That's it. Exhale. Pause at the top. Lower back down. Breathe through this. That's it. Tension on the forearms and the biceps. Exhale. Inhale. You got this. 3 more. Breathe through it. 2 left. 2 left. 2. 1 more here. 1 more. And 1. You should feel those forearms fatiguing. All right, let's lower that down. So we're going back to our semi-lunging or kneeling front raise. So I prefer the kneeling position for this one for my set of bands. I'm gonna place it underneath that 1 foot. Palms are facing in, hips are forward, shoulder blades are back. Ready? Here we go. 8. Pause at shoulder height. Oh, sorry, we're going for 12. I almost forgot. 12 reps here. Keep it up. 3. Breathe through this. 4. Abs are in. Abs are in. You can do it. 5. Pausing at shoulder height. 6. So the shoulders shouldn't be rolling forward in this movement. They should stay pulled back. So even though you're lifting forward with the shoulders, keep the back of the shoulder blades engaged to keep pulling at the top of the movement. 1 more here. And lower it down. Let's take this up to standing. We're going to go to our rear delt fly. So once again, overhand grip, shoulder width apart, starting at chest height. Slight bend in the knees, roll your shoulder blades back. Let's pull apart and inward. Here we go. 8. Pausing to squeeze. 7. The band should just gently touch your chest at the pulling movement here. Squeezing your shoulder blades together. Release, inhale, exhale. Pausing and squeezing. That's it. 3 more. Breathe through this. And shoulders may be getting fatigued here. That's okay. 1 more. Breathe through. And release. Let's go back to our reverse bicep curl. So once again, I'm going to use my handled band placed under 1 foot. So that one's up to you. Palms are down. Slight bend in the knees. Roll your shoulder blades back. Ready? Here we go. 8. Pausing at the top to squeeze the forearm. 7. Make sure that your shoulder blades are not caving forward as you lift. It's a slow, controlled curl with the elbows in nice and tight. 4. Breathe through this. 3. Keep it going, keep it going. 2. 1 more, you can do it. And 1. Whew, forearms should be fatigued there. Let's go back to our kneeling front raise. 12 reps again. So let's place 1 foot under the band. If you prefer a staggered stance, that's totally fine. Lift through the chest, push your hips forward. Palms are facing in. Here we go. 12. Pausing at the top. Remember, pull the shoulder blades back as you raise the band. Inhale, exhale. That's going to help to maintain good posture throughout the lift and help to prevent the shoulders from caving forward in this movement. We want to make sure that we're not rounding through the upper back. Keep the hips pushed forward. 5 more. 5. Shoulders should be getting tired. 4. That's it. Keep it going. Keep it going. 3. Almost there. Hips are forward. 2. 1 more here. You can do it. 1. Woo. Lower it down. Let's go to our rear delt fly. So, wide grip, overhand, about shoulder width apart. Slight bend in your knees. Roll your shoulder blades back to start. Here we go. Pull. 8. Pausing and squeezing. 7. Exhale on the pull here. 6. Breathe through this. 5. Focus on good posture. Keep your abs in. 4. Breathe through it. 3. Almost there, almost there. 2. 1 more here. And 1. Woo, lower it down. Back to our reverse bicep curl. So 1 foot on the band. Palms are down. Staggered stance. Pull your shoulder blades back. Ready? Here we go. 8. Pausing and squeezing. 7. Prevent the shoulders from caving forward here. 6. Pausing at the top. 5. Breathing through this. 4. Elbows are in. 3. 2 left, 2 left. You can do it. 2. Almost there. And 1. Whew, lower that down. So, grab a water break here. Catch a breather. Let's take it to our last round. So, for our last round here, we are going to be doing an overhead straight arm pull. So once again, I'm going to be using my band that doesn't have handles. And for this one, I'm going to start shoulder width apart, overhand grip, slight bend in my knees, my chest is out, my shoulder blades are back. I'm going to start at chest height. I'm going to pull back next to my ears and slightly wider. So it's actually pretty much the opposite movement of our band pull apart. So slight bend in the knees, feet shoulder width apart. Start with the band a little bit loose here at chest height. Ready? Let's pull up next to the ears, pull apart. Pause. Back down, bring them in. Exhale, pull wide. Back down. That's it. Pull wide next to the ears. Back down. This one should actually feel quite nice. It should feel like a little bit of a stretch through the shoulders and the chest. So a little bit of mobility work involved in this one. Breathing through this. Exhale. 2 more here. You got this. 2. 1 more, 1 more. And 1. All right, let's lower it down. So up next, we're going to take this into a bit of a squatting move. So we're going to squat wide with both feet on the band. And then, once again, crisscross, just like we did for our band crossover rows. However, we're just going to be holding the handles. And right now, this should feel pretty taut. It should feel like there's quite a bit of tension on. So from here, we're going to turn our toes outward. And then we're going to squat down, so there's less tension on. And then we're going to come up and pull. Ready? Here we go. So we're going to squat down, pause, pull. Squat down, pause, pull. So my arms are just hanging, almost like I'm carrying grocery bags. They're just relaxed, hanging down. And when you come up, I really want you to squeeze your glutes. So pop up in that squat. That's it. Inhale, pause, exhale, pop up in the squat. That's it. You got this. 3 more here. Down. It's a really slow pause to squeeze. 1 more. And back down. And from here, take your band. I'm actually going to switch out my band now that I think about it. We're going to do a core twist. So with this one, we're going to have a little tension on. So we're going to start with the band, almost like we're doing our pull aparts. And from here, we're going to hold the band wide, set the shoulder blades back, and then twist, pause, bring it in, twist, pause, Bring it in. You're gonna feel those obliques squeeze. All right, get ready, overhand grip. Pull the band apart. Set your shoulder blades back. Let's go to the right. Pause, turn. Bring it back in. Pause, turn. Now, if you feel comfortable here, you can stay here, or you can add a little bit more of a squat to this. Go wider. Squat down. Turn. Middle. Turn. Middle. 2 more. Turn. Middle. 1 more. Turn. Back to middle. And release. And you're going to feel it through the shoulders as well. So let's take this back to our overhead straight arm pulls. So once again, this time it's a little bit taut, but we're shoulder width apart. Starting at chest height, set your shoulder blades back, and let's pull up and wide. Here we go. Pull back next to the ears, back down. That's it, you got it. Exhale, pull, pause, back down. So these ones are all a little bit more mobility based than some of our other rounds. So it might feel a little easier. That's okay. It is important to go through range of motion exercises. So this one's not meant to be a heavily loaded exercise. It's not meant to have a ton of weight on it. But it is meant to work the shoulders through the range of motion, gently pulling back. 1 more. And lower it down. Let's go back into our wide stance squat. So, wide foot position so that there's tension on your band. Cross them over and then turn your toes out nice and wide here. And you should feel, the sides of your feet should already feel tension. Stand up nice and tall so your chest is lifted. Let's squat down. Here we go. Squat and up. Squat and up. Keep your knees pushed outward in this squat. Make sure that they're not caving in. Breathe through it. And this one, I really want you to focus on that extended phase. So when you come up to standing, it's a push from the heels. You got it. 2 more here. 2. 1 more. Focus on your posture. 1. And lower it down. Let's switch out the band. I'm going to go into the core twist. Now, you can do this standing or squatting, whatever feels right to you. So, tension on that band. Slight bend in the knees or squatting position. Set your shoulder blades back. Let's turn right. Squeeze the obliques. Center. Left. You're going to get a little pull through the shoulder blade as well. So twisting movements are very important for training the core and training mobility. So they're not meant to be super challenging, but you will feel a little bit of a pull on that shoulder blade as you turn to the side, but you also feel the obliques engage and release. 1 last round before we stretch it out. So let's go to our overhead straight arm pulls. Feet shoulder width apart. Little bit of looseness here through at chest height, and then let's pull back. Here we go. 8. Lower it down. 7. Breathing through this. 6. Pull back next to the ears. 5. Gentle push through the range of motion every single rep. 2 more, 2 more. Pull, pause, back down. 1 more. Pull, pause, back down. All right, let's go to our squats here. 1 last round of these. Now, remember, the knees should be wide, pushing outward. Crisscross over, turn your toes out. But I also want you to focus on your posture here. Pull. I want you to pull your shoulder blades back. So there's tension on your upper body right now in this standing position. All right, ready? Here we go. Squat down. Knees are out. Pull your shoulder blades. That's it. Down. Pull the shoulder blades together. So you should feel the upper body working here, not just the quads and the glutes. Weight is on your heels. Get nice and low. Pulling the shoulder blades back helps to mimic how we would hold a bar if we were doing Olympic bar squats. We would always be pulling our shoulders outward on our grip. One more here. That's it. So you should feel this through the upper back as well. And lower it down. So switching out one last set of our core twist. So a little bit of tension. Once again, you can squat or do this standing, whatever feels right for your knees. So a little tension here, shoulder blades back, twist to the side, center, side, pulling that shoulder blade back, center. That's it. Side, center. Breathe through it. Exhale. You got it. 4 more. Keep tension on the band as you twist. 2 left, 2 left. Breathe through it. 1 more here. And shake it out. All right, shake out your shoulders, grab a water break, and we're gonna stretch it out. So those last few exercises, not meant to be super, super challenging, so your heart rate may have already come down a little bit. Let's go into a hip stretch. That back leg, tilt your hips forward, elbows pulled back, shoulder blades pulled back, slight bend in both knees. So keep pushing the hip bones forward here to stretch out the hip flexors. Nice deep breathing. The great thing about resistance bands is that you can adjust your grip, you can adjust your foot position, or you can adjust the height from which that you're performing the exercise in order to make it work for whatever resistance bands you have at home. And just gently come up out of it, switch legs, slight bend in both knees, tilt your hip bones forward. Remember to pull the shoulders and the elbows back to engage the upper body. Push the hip bones forward, getting a stretch through the hip flexor on the back leg. Nice deep breathing. So resistance bands really are such a versatile piece of equipment to be using at home, and they're relatively inexpensive compared to things like dumbbells or kettlebells. And of course, they are very safe for use and for having around small children. So that's also a good plus to have at home. And let's bring our arms up, palms up toward the ceiling, and reach over. So if something drops on somebody's toe, no issues there. My resistance bands come in a little bag, so they have a zip up bag that they can hang in. And switch sides. Breathing through this. And let's stretch out the chest. And it is often believed that resistance training is not safe for children. For many years, people thought it would stunt their growth. However, resistance bands are actually a really great way for children to strength train, and it is perfectly safe for them to use. Breathing through this. And stretching out the triceps, lift up, place your hand just on top of your elbow, guiding the hand down between the shoulder blades, stretching out that tricep. Now if you want to stay here, that's okay, or lean away from that arm to elongate through the lats and the triceps. Nice deep breathing, and come up out of it. Take it over to the other side, lift the other arm up, anchor it down with the right palm, guiding the hand down between the shoulder blades at the base of the neck. Once again, if you'd like to stay here, go ahead. If you'd like to lean a little bit, extending through that side, that will help to elongate the tricep, making the stretch more pronounced. Breathing through this. Come back up out of it and shake out those arms. We're all done for today. Thanks for joining me. I hope you had a great day. See you later.